So the Super Bosses category was introduced during the 9th anniversary of Dokkan earlier this year. On Global, it was also introduced in February with the physical Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black release. So even on both Global and GP, we've had this category in game for quite a few months, and they have been slowly updating this category, adding more to this team, giving us more options. And while this category has just like a baseline issue of links, things like that all villain categories really do, I think this category still has a really good amount of potential to become a great team. Now obviously Dragon Ball Super Broly and Rose are both leaders for this team. I feel like I personally prefer Dragon Ball Super Broly as a leader for this team, though you could say maybe there's a build that you could have Rose as a floater and then a build rotations on this team now, right? We'll kind of talk about it. Obviously the newest addition to this team coming in a day or so is the physical Goku Black Super Easy that is on the GP version. There's theories that it could be coming to the global version as well. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. I can't really say for sure, unfortunately, for the global version. But again, this team has been getting quite a bit of updates during this year. Now, if we just take a look at everything that came out this year, we got Dragon Ball Super Broly, of course, Golden Frieza, Physical Rose. We ended up getting the Sleepy Beerus, Broly, Chi-Line, Lemos, EZA. We're going to count that as a new character just for this circumstance specifically. We ended up getting the obviously physical Topo. We got S tier Kefla's EZA. We got, the EZA for Kel and Caulifla here. We ended up getting the Super EZA now for physical Goku Black. So there has been quite a few EZAs. Now there are still a lot of buffs that we could potentially see upcoming, such as Tekka or Jiren's EZA. We could see the I think, the Super Easy for, this guy, Agio Rose Goku Black can get a Super Easy for Attack Fusion Zamasu. I mean, last year, in the previous year, we ended up getting this Fusion Zamasu. We got the Ribrian Trio, which is a good option. Another Easy we got, Physical Ribrian Giant Form. So we've been getting a lot of releases, like in terms of like updated kits, new characters added to this team in the past year that fit on this team, pretty decently, right? We needed some Rainbow Orb Changers, and we definitely got a few of them. Sleepy Beerus is one, Bribrian is one, Topo is one, the Goku Black here on a full Super Ross's team is also Rainbow Orb Changer. So there's a couple of them there, which is, I think, really important for the team, and the team really did want, especially if you're running Physical Rose as a leader. But I think that there are a couple of things that this team would really like, and I'm thinking one could be in the form of multi-turn support, would be really nice. One could be a revive character. I think getting a revival kind of character on this team would be so huge, right? There's like just so many of these like new mechanics that has been introduced in the past like months, like years or so, that this team genuinely just does not have the option to. I mean, if you take a look down here, we don't have access to a character that does like a finish skill, like the Gammas right here. We don't have access to a character that would have, again, like I said, a revival skill would be really good. Maybe some character that has like, I don't know, some kind of nullification in terms of like, hitting the enemy with a nullified attack. I think a target skill character is another type of character that we do not have for this team that could be really useful. This team doesn't necessarily have a great like kind of, I don't know, healer option even, which could be in the form like, again, a revival character. I think that getting more characters on here could be really nice. Slot ones we kind of do have covered here with Broly Trio. We have Topo, I guess, could work as a slot one as well. This Physical Ribrian, I guess, could also be a slot one, right? So it just really depends. Broly, if you run a Broly rotation, you could definitely get one of the Broly slot one. Rose, I mean, like, he's kind of weird slot one because he gets a lot of his defense on super, but in certain events, you can definitely get away with even him in slot one. So, that's definitely good. I just think that we need more options, more filler options, more kind of technical kind of characters added to this team. We do have the giant form with LR Ribrian right here. Well, I guess actually Sleepy Beerus is a target skill character, right? But I think like a summonable one, that could potentially be a little more consistent with the tanking, right? I think it'd be very nice. But I did ask you guys on Twitter if you could choose a new Dokkan Fest LR addition to the Super Bosses category team, who would it be and what would they do to benefit the team? Because again, I think that there's a lot of options that we can get. My thought process is a new Zamasu that would transform into Zamasu Goku, or maybe a Zamasu, then he revives into Zamasu Goku potentially even, right? Something like that, or even just like a Zamasu that's just a reviving character could also work out. Something among those lines. I think Zamasu is a character that, you know, we got this Angel Zamasu that transforms into Fusion Zamasu. He's not really that great anymore, and besides, this guy again transforms on the third turn, so it doesn't really matter. Inzamasu really wants to be ran on full Realm of Gods. Man, you know, if Inzamasu was Realm of Gods, but then, you know, he came out at, like, if this guy had super bosses on top of this, he would actually be still a pretty okay option as a floater, but unfortunately, this guy is only on with this like 20% reduction with full Realm of Gods rotation, so that will obviously lead to an issue of super bosses like Broly's not in Realm of Gods. Some of these other characters are obviously not going to be on the Realm of Gods team, so that does suck for Inzamasu. It would have been really, really nice actually for this team if he could be ran there as like a floater, right? But let's see what some people are saying here. So a hit with the domain skill that activates in turn 7 with Guarantee Guard and gives all Super Boss allies 30% dodge chance. You see, I think the one thing that this team doesn't want is more domains. I think that unless we get the domain overlap, then I guess another domain would be helpful. But yeah, again, like this team doesn't really want more domains. So I think while a new hit would be appreciated for this team as well, more domains is not appreciated though. I feel like hit is like the perfect character that would get a domain. So if we're assuming that the domain update is going to be allowing you to overlap with these domains or something like that, then yes, I will definitely take that. But you know, turn 7 Guaranteed Guard, like does he not have Guaranteed Guard before turn 7? That potentially would be a little risky. Another Broly because his benefits looking cool. I mean, again, we can get a Fury Broly. This is the only Fury Broly that's in the game right now. Wrathful Broly right here. This is the only one in the game. I mean, a super easy for this guy could be cool as well. But getting a new Wrathful Broly would be nice. I mean, Wrathful Broly is just not represented like at all in good animations. Like let's literally pull up this Broly right here. We could literally bring up the Super Bosses team right now and just take a look at his animation. Just like, bruh, he could definitely use some new good animations. Let's just take a look here. Like these animations, and then just think about like the LR Full Power Broly animations. Look at this. Look at this. Like, this is a 2018 animation, man. Like, we could definitely get something better than this, right? You know, there's so many things that Fury Broly does in the movie. Like, come on. We definitely could use a new Fury Broly. I mean, like half of the super attack animation is just his card. It's just his card art, right? So I think we could definitely see something new added to this team, and that would be really, really great. Anyone just make the team good. I mean, again, like we just need more options. A new Jiren or Cell Max. That is something that we could say. Cell Max is a character that just is not on here. Cell Max would be another big bad boss's character. I think that one of the big issues with this team is that half the characters have big bad bosses and half don't. So it's like that's why you kind of maybe want to form dedicated rotations. I mean, it could always be a thing of you have a rotation of the 2 Brolys, then you know the other rotation could be, let's say, I'm trying to think of one, Broly trio and then Physical Rose. Not Physical Rose, Physical Goku Black. Then I don't know, you could float like Physical Rose around, you could float like even Kefla around potentially. You could have like, if you could even do a thing where you have Kefla, this LR Ribrianne, or not the LR Ribrianne, the TR Ribrianne and LR Ribrianne, and then that will activate the universe or the Pepe Gals restriction that you need for those characters, right? You could also run, I mean, that's kind of it really. Sleepy Bears again could actually be a decent floater option here. If you have to, you could run Tech Fusion Zamasu, I guess, like as a floater. That will allow his damage reduction that runs out to be kept longer as well. So that kind of stuff could be interesting. But again, like a new Jiren or Cell Max, you could run like a rotation of like an easy full power Jiren. Then you could run on top of that a just new Jiren in general. The only thing is that Topo's restrictions, actually Defenders of Justice, I don't think, is LR full power Jiren on this team? He is. Okay, so like if you get a new Jiren, then you could actually run Topo on this team a lot more consistently with the fact that he'll have his intro, which will give him the extra 11% reduction. So you could have Topo even like floating around in some shorter events there, or you could have Topo plus Jiren as a rotation, and then you could have LR Full Power Jiren floating himself. Like, there's a lot of options there that you can open up by introducing a brand new Jiren to this team. I think that'd be really, really nice and really, really cool to see. Or even you could run again like this Rose again as a like floater option. You have both of the Rosés floating. Then you have, let's say, a Jiren plus full power Jiren rotation. You could have Topo kind of around one of the rotations with like Kefla even. Something like that could be interesting, like a Universe Survival Saga version of this team. Which in fact, you could probably just run Topo as your leader than run other characters. Like you could run that same team but put UI Goku there. I don't know. That could be really interesting. Let's take a look at some of the replies here. Super Saiyan Full Power Broly, we got that, Oni. You suck. You know, in fact, Oni, I'm gonna hide you. I don't care about anything you say. Get out of here. Cellular Maximum. You do absolutely nothing to benefit and would instead be a Mega Incel buff. Dude, Incel, let's be for real, don't code for that boy anymore. Incel is, like, even transformed Incel, he does do like a 30 mil attack stat. You know, in certain situations he doesn't rotate. Like, he's not bad, but like, Burrow's like at what, like 1.2 mil defense with like 21% reduction. Like he's not what he was, bruh. He came out 2 years ago, didn't he? Yeah, no, actually, a year and a half ago. Actually, oh god, it wasn't 2 years ago. Goodness, yeah. I feel like I don't know. The issue with this guy is that he has inconsistency with transforming or evolving. I guess you could say maybe if this was 50%. This could have been 50%. It used to be 30%, by the way. It's kind of crazy. It used to be 30%. Make that 50%, and then this guy, you know, I don't know, give him slightly higher reduction. Make this 4% reduction, and maybe we could be cooking. But, yeah, no, this guy, at this point, I mean, ooh, you know, he does debuff. Okay, he does great lower attack. Wait a minute. Maybe let him cook. Maybe let him cook. We'll see. Bill Collector, turn off my water supply. I'm talking about giving Super Boss's category for us to give it in-depth. Detailed explanation. Not following this, you could reply, but no like button and 3 cents less for you. Oh, well, that sucks. Oh, well. It is what it is. Yosh. At least you're funnier than Oni. Can I cop out and choose to fix the stupid decision of deciding Broly's not big bad bosses? I just like, yeah, it's so dumb. Broly, like, does he really need, I think he has Berserker still? Like, does he need Berserker? I would trade Shocking Speed for big bad bosses. I would trade Prepared for Battle for big bad bosses. You know, Prodigies I kind of get, sure. I mean, Prodigies helped him with the new, like, Golden Frieza that came out, but still. Big Bad Bosses would have been fantastic for this guy. I just don't know. So, Max of the Rainbow Orb changing and taunts. I mean, I feel like we low-key don't even really need a Rainbow Orb changer on this team anymore. Like, that's not what's really necessary at this point. Because, again, we have this Goku Black. You could run a variant with Topo. You could run a variant with Brienne. You know, Sleepy Beerus. I guess like getting a LR kind of like dominant Rainbow Orb changer. That's like the definitive Rainbow Orb changer could be good. But yeah, taunt ability would be really good for this team. Like again, like I said with Sleepy Beerus, where like what if he's just an upgraded version of Sleepy Beerus, and the fact that he has Orb changing and taunt could be interesting. We have 2 big bad bosses, characters, super bosses. Goku Black and Frieza Zamasu, we need more. Again, yeah, so like if we get like, I don't know, like it could be like a Goku Black variant of the team. You have Goku Black, you have the base from Goku Black, you have Cell Max, that's 3, Broly Trio 4, you know, run Fusion Zamasu, that's 5, and then I don't know, like you would have to run a non-big bad bosses character as like the 6th option. Because, I mean, you could run a Golden Frieza, but he does not have big bad bosses. Keep that in mind, because he's, I don't know. Dragon Ball Super Broly movie apparently doesn't have a big boss, or big bad boss, or something like that, right? I couldn't really tell you. Unless we get, like, again, a new Goku Black, like a new base from Goku Black could be interesting. But, yeah, let's keep going, though. Let's see. Belmont, who has massive amount of damage reduction, dodge, and support for super bosses, and extra reduction support for Universe 11, then a Dokkan Vegetarian who's a total hunk. So like a Jiren plus a Belmont, right? Then you could run again like a Universe Survival Saga variant of this team. And then, like, who would you make the leader? I mean, would you just make a Jiren another super boss's leader? I guess that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And then he would work well with like kind of like the super class characters on this team who would work a lot better with, and then you can run like a different variant of the team. Like I don't mind having variants of the team as long as it would be like just a different team build and not the same team but just slightly different, you know, like because with the super bosses variant of the team right now, you kind of run still mostly villains for the most part, right? I think like my variant of how I'd run this team is I would actually run again double Broly rotation. I'm probably gonna run Broly trio and then Goku Black, float physical Rose as one of the options, and then I don't know, I'll have two other floaters. Not really, I guess depending on the fight, right? You know, depending on the type of the boss. Like you could probably even still get away with this guy, I guess. Golden Frieza would be a good option here. Maybe like Golden Frieza and Fusion Zamasu. And then you have like a lot of attack debuffers on the team, which would be pretty good for like Gogeta Blue and fights like that, right? So probably would be something similar to what I would run, but like if you get like a Topo leader for this team or something like that, right? You could end up running, or not Topo, Jiren. You could have Jiren, Topo, Belmont, in that circumstance, Tech Easy Jiren. You could run Kefla. You could, you know, potentially like run like a Ribrianne rotation, right? That could be interesting too. Ikari form Broly, yeah, we did talk about the healing 12 Super Saiyan Broly, but you have him also transformed into Super Saiyan Broly. It'd be this scene where he sees his father die and Frieza did the deed. Then a second active skill where he unleashes an AoE dealing enemy attacks. That could be interesting too, because Goku like kind of runs away from that, right? So that'd be cool. You would support the team mean turning them on for the silence. Mike. By the way, support Mike. If you don't know Mike, Mike is a content creator for Dokkan as well as a smaller content creator. Makes pretty nice little content here for global Dokkan players. Just go ahead and check him out. Just random shout out for Mike right here. Mike is a good friend of mine. I've known him for quite a bit. I think the music stopped and I don't know if it's going to restart soon. Let me just double check on that. Alright, it was not going to restart, but we are back here. So, Zamasu with, again, yeah, support, healing, revive would be really nice. I think even though we have a lot of Rainbow Orb Changers, getting like a 2-key support would be super good. Because there is always still going to be the mismanaged, or the mix matching of like links in terms of key for these characters. But then that way, you could save the orbs that you get from the Rainbow Orb Changing for the characters that want the orbs, like Physical Goku Black, like Broly Trio, right? You know, those kind of characters. New hits. So yeah, LR Frieza Soldier over New Jiren. Dude, what is with the Jiren hate, bro? But new Goku Black. So how about a new version of this guy? Or you said too early for a new Goku Black, so a new version of hit would be good. Maybe like, okay, you know, maybe instead of him only having a domain, what if he has an active skill with the Ghost Usher? Like a turn 1 Ghost Usher active skill. Like he's one of those characters. Make him one of those. Or like turn 3 Ghost Usher. Or something like that. Where he has... Because this team doesn't have a Ghost Usher character, right? That'd be another form of tech for this. Or, again, he could also be a target skill character. But like a Ghost Usher could be really cool. More with the 70% support for all allies for 2 turns. Double Rainbow Orb Changing. Damage reduction and dodge support. Plus an active skill that gives guard to all allies, make him the villain Bulma on steroids. Again, Moro would be a super boss's character. It's just that, you know, I don't know if they're going to add him into the game anytime soon. So that's a thing. Jiren with the taunts. Yeah, LR Jiren would work. LR Jiren to make him Bulma 5.0. Goku Black Zamasu. Yeah, base 2 Ikari Broly. I mean, we don't have... Like, this is the last base 1 Broly we got. I guess, like, a base 2 Fury Broly would work. And then we can get... This guy just super easy A. Well, he won't super easy because they're only super easying Dokkan Fest characters. That sucks, man. That's so annoying. Why did they do that? God. I hope that they go back and eventually, at least the characters that have an Extreme Z battle, like Extreme Z battle those characters, or super easy those characters because they have an Extreme Z battle, right? Would be beneficial. Or Kefla, like again, yeah, Super Saiyan 2 Kefla is something that people really want. Dokkan Fest Caulifla, Grand Slot 1, but not restricted to any team. Yeah, that'd be nice. A new Beerus, okay, I'm skipping some of these that we saw, like, already. A new Beerus would, I mean, okay, you know, we could get, a Beerus that is from the Dragon Ball Super anime. Yeah, like, I guess, you know, I thought that, that Int Beerus, he's not considered super bosses, which is interesting. I guess they just are only considering him movie bosses. Yeah, that's quite strange because he came out with the Vegeta and Bulma. I mean, not that it really matters. He sucks now, but he came out with the Vegeta and Bulma. He's also super int. This guy, right? He came out with the Vegeta and Bulma. So why is he not on super bosses? They likely put him on movie bosses, right? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of weird that he came out with that Vegeta Bulma here, who is down here somewhere. This Vegeta Bulma came out a long time ago. Where are they at? They are somewhere here. I can't find them. I'm getting off topic, but I literally can't find them. They're here. They have Chakra, don't they? They don't have Fierce Battle, don't they? Yeah, they're right here. Yeah, this is a superhero's character, man. Whatever. I'm done. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's this Goo Vegeta Blue. Is he on Super Bosses? He is. Oh, I guess we could get a new version of this guy. Would he be a Dokkan Fest? A duplicate Vegeta Dokkan Fest? Imagine how people would react. God. Orb Changer, Taunt, Multi-Turn Support, Attack Break. It'd be really funny. It was like duplicate Goo Vegeta best TUR. Would be so funny. God Vegeta versus Rage Broly. Yeah, like a dual Dokkan Fest. We're seeing again a lot of these similar things here, but let me just take a look just real quick here. We'll take a look at these last few comments. Moro with the Key Blast Super Nullification. Good debuffer and Orb Changer. Yeah, again, debuffers could be good for the team. Extreme STR. You know, yeah, Extreme STR definitely needs a new character. That's something I never really brought up. Extreme STR definitely would be useful as a new, like, type on the team. LR hits, but he counts super bosses. He would. Yeah, hit would count. As a slot 1 character, gains ability to stack after his active skill because of the evolution. Yeah, okay, like kind of like Xenoverse, where, you know, he has the different, like, states where he changes his stance. Could be really cool. Base Broly that revives into Wrathful Broly. Additional super stacks in 12 or 18 key in both forms and guards against Pure Saiyan mover heroes. Make sure his base is good enough so it won't revive too quickly. Yeah, that's fair. I think that'd be cool too. So there's a lot of options. I still think, well, even though we kind of got a lot of similar answers, there's a lot of different things we can get still for this team. So hopefully in the future, they will continue to update this team and make it really good, but we'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you guys think though, and I'll catch you all next time.